Hi, and welcome back to Normski TV and the What's Going On podcast. We've got so much to talk about. Listen, guys, please hit the like button, subscribe, and share if you're new. On the road to 300. And listen, we're going to try and build a community here. It's good to have everybody in the building. I haven't seen anybody online yet, but I'm sure they will be joining us very soon. Listen, we've been starved of football to a certain degree. Listen, we have to talk about the cancellations and fixture pile-ups. You know, there's so much to talk about. Listen, first and foremost, when I do bring the guys on, we will be, wishing the Royal family our condolences. We did our show last week, Wednesday, and on the Thursday, she passed after 70 years of reign. So we wish the royal family a massive condolence as we mourn Queen Elizabeth. And now we have King Charles III. God save the king, as everybody now is saying. So listen, without further ado, I'm not going to waste any more of your time. I've got some people waiting in the back room, so I am going to bring them in as we speak. Here we have Mr. Big D, Mr. Ez, and Mr. Kofi Klopp. I haven't seen Chile, so I don't know if he's coming on. He hasn't said anything, so let's see what happens. But we've got majority of the team here, 3/4 of the team here. And listen, we're gonna go through the show tonight. And first of all, let me do my due diligence and ask how is one doing. So first of all, let me always go to Mr. Big D, sporting the Jamaican colours behind him, red, gold, and green. Or should I say gold and green? Black, gold, and green. Yeah, the Jamaica colours there. I see it there. Big D, how you doing, bruv?
Not bad, mate. Thank God for my wife, who literally woke me out my sleep. I said, brother, you're one in 15? I was like, what?
I kind of. Let me
gosh.
just bring in Mr. Chile. Everybody is in. Mr. Chile, what you're saying as well, he's in with the dark. He's wearing the dark glasses. I wonder why. Okay. Is it sunny over there, Chile? Is it sunny over there?
It's very sunny here.
Oh boy. Listen, we are going to get to the show. We're just going around the table, just finding out how everybody's doing. So first of all, let me go to Ez. What you saying, and how's life treating you, brother?
Yes, gents. No white shirt for me this week.
No white shirt,
but no Chelsea shirt yet. You get me? I'm waiting till 8 o'clock.
To
find out what gone. But anyway, other than that, bless up everyone. R.I.P. Queen Elizabeth.
Respect. Big up to Craig in the chat. Queen Elizabeth, R.I.P. Big up to Craig coming on. And may our soul rest in peace.
On a slightly lighter note, I'm sure we're gonna get to Chile eventually. But I did promise I wouldn't laugh too hard because I know
why you're not laughing, because you don't want to bring up the last 4 weeks.
Hey, listen. Anyway, moving on, Nose.
Moving on swiftly. Let me go to Mr. Chile. How are we doing, Mr. Chile?
Wonderful.
Marvelous.
That's what I got to say. Can move on.
It's a sunny day. Mr. Klopp, Kofi in the house. Kofi did say to me privately that he wasn't able to make it, but somehow I kind of put the bait out and said, listen, Kofi, we might be going in a little bit hard on Mr. Klopp and the team. And all of a sudden I saw Kofi in the back room. So man is here
guys are lucky. I'm on a happy note since I'm celebrating my 43rd birthday.
Listen, let's do this.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Kofi.
birthday. Guys in the chat, please. Big up Kofi's birthday today. 41, did you say?
43.
43, mate. 43.
Wow.
Well done, bro. Happy birthday to you, man. I noticed you're wearing a lovely green emerald shirt there, bro.
This was special delivery this morning.
Okay.
Loving the colours.
Special delivery. Klopp certainly delivered last night, didn't he? Yeah, we'll go into that. But yeah, happy birthday, please, guys, in the chat. Give him some love. Kofi's birthday today. From Diego, rest in peace, mum. Live starts at 43. Happy birthday! You're getting some love there.
Thank you.
From Diego, from Craig. Happy blessed birthday, Kofi.
Thank you,
yeah,
Craig.
big up to you. And I hope you really do enjoy your day. But you know that day could be dampened when we touch on Mr. Klopp and Liverpool.
I'm on a high note. So
listen, I know you're on a high note. Another thing as well. If you don't mind me saying, Kofi will be jetting out to a certain country that happened to slap one's bottom. Would you like to say where you're going and what destination it is? Do you want to just sort of just tell us the destination?
Boy, man has to rub salt in the wounds. Today.
I'm not rubbing no salt in the wounds, bro. I'm just asking you. We just want to know what your destination is, bro.
Man, I'm going to Italy. I'm going to Naples.
You're going to Naples? Hey guys, he's going to Naples.
Okay.
To be honest, Sorrento. So the Naples bit is just a pass through.
Okay, so are you just going to do a coroner's?
He's going to negotiate the second leg.
Well, either that or is he going to do a coroner's report or something? I don't know.
Lord.
Well, it's going to be happy days. So, you know, there's no one getting injured. There's no one getting beat up.
From Diego here, he said, your Liverpool turned the corner yesterday evening. Well done, Kofi. Albeit in the 88th minute. Lucky. Yeah, that's what I've got to say. Desperation settings.
It took Joel Matip to equalise for us. That is a desperation Liverpool performance.
And yet again, Trent Alexander and your beloved captain, Mr. Virgil van whatever. What's happening? I don't know. But listen, we will get into that. We will definitely get into that. Guys, it sounds like somebody wants to join us. I'm gonna just hang fire, guys. Talk amongst yourself. Somebody's asking for a live link. I don't know if he means he wants a live link for the actual thing to come on the show. So let me just send this geezer it. So guys, talk amongst yourselves. Yeah. You know, just
let's go.
Amuse oneself.
Oh dear. Okay.
Amuse oneself, yeah. While I take care of business.
Let's go on to D because D ain't said nothing yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, not bad, mate. I was just saying that the mission saved my life and woke me up in a deep one because I'm doubling up today again. So, I was crashed out, and then I turned 53 on Friday, so I was out.
Happy birthday,
well. Yeah, so me and
season.
Yeah, so me and Kofi September bar and all them things there, you know what I mean?
Man.
Good to hear.
Hey, relax yourself, Chidi.
What star sign's that? Scorpio?
No, Virgo. Yeah.
Virgo. Oh, yeah, of course it is. Yeah, Virgo. Yeah.
And then it was a good friend of mine's 50th birthday as well, so we celebrated with her. That she had like a weekend event, man. She bought out for her 50th, so it was nice. It was a mad weekend, man. And then I went back to work. I went back to work Tuesday, just kind of disorientated. You know, once where you just had like the whole 5 days off and everything was nice, and then suddenly you're back at the farm, and I'm like, here we go again. So, but yeah, for that, I'm good, man. Good. Yeah.
Well, you're getting love in the chat as well. Happy blessed birthday to D.
Yeah, man, thank you very much,
guys. I have a pleasant surprise for all of you.
I know who this is, you know.
I know you know who it is. I know you know who it is, yeah.
I know who's coming for us.
I know you know it is. Now, guys, before I do this, I'm just gonna ask everybody in the chat, can you please take a guess? There's somebody sitting in the back room waiting to come on. I don't know why. He sent me a text just a second ago to say, have you got the live link? So therefore, I will now, if you know who's sitting in the back room, let me give you a clue. Someone from the past.
Mikel Arteta.
Oh, from the past.
From the past. Somebody from the past. Anybody, you just want to put somebody that was on our show.
He should be. He should be sitting in the blue grave.
Oh, still you.
Hey,
Oh.
please let it be who I think it is. Please let it be who I think it is.
Oh,
Please
it has
let
to be.
it
It has to
who I
be our
think it is.
brethren from the Bible, man.
Please,
No?
please.
Don't say. Okay, listen. Let me
Man
just
is
stop
doing
messing about.
resurrection.
Right, man is doing a resurrection. Yeah, man is doing a
Okay.
resurrection. Yeah, man, jet ski, Mister. Oh my gosh.
Carefree, whoever you may be, we are legacy.
Yes, boys. Yes, boys.
What's
Yes.
going on?
The guy has risen.
What's going on?
The guy has risen. Let's give a hand
Indeed.
for Mr. David.
Yes, Dave. What you saying, bro?
Boys. Yeah, I'm good.
Give some
Good
love
to
to
be
Mr.
back.
Give some love to Mr. David
Oh,
Dubai Worry in the house.
yeah,
Mr. Jet,
yeah.
Mr. Jet Setter. Right,
now.
love enough, eat, love enough, eat, love enough, eat food. Bro, you know what? My man was posting about ice baths and all that, bro. Yeah, I don't know if it was because he was worried about I don't know if he was worried about Mr. Potter, but you know what? We're gonna get into it. But let me come to you, bro. It's a massive surprise that Mr. David Worry is on the show this evening, surprising us. And if you heard that little ooh, that was my missus in the background saying ooh. So, Mr. D, what are you saying, brother?
Yeah, I'm saying Potter out. That's what I'm saying.
Wow.
He just got there.
The guy has just got there, man.
Wow.
Oh, the guy has just got there.
Wow.
That's harsh, man.
That's what I'm saying right now, boys.
Has he taken charge of a game yet?
The
He
man,
hasn't.
he hasn't taken charge. Tonight will be the night that he takes charge of a game.
Yeah, a
Tonight
guy
will be the night.
a guy who won 3 out of 15 of his last Premier League games last season is not the sort of guy that I want managing Chelsea Football Club. Let's just put it out there straight away.
Interesting.
That's not the caliber that Chelsea Football Club. That's not the DNA that Chelsea Football Club represent when it comes to having, a top manager at our club, at the helm of our club.
That was when Roman was there. Like I keep telling you, Chelsea, man, forget them times. They're gone. Graham Potter, that's you. You're lucky you didn't get Big Sam.
Well, that's the thing, Chili. At least Sam's achieved something. He's brought teams up. He's kept teams afloat. Do you know what I mean? But Graham Potter, I don't know what he's done other than, cast some spells in Hogwarts. Do you know what I mean? So,
Oh my God!
No, Potter's decent, man. He got Brighton up and he's kept them up. They're a Premiership side now, aren't they?
Bro.
he didn't get them up though, did he?
No, Chris Hughton did.
Oh yeah,
No, Chris Hughton,
you're right.
He
He
didn't bring them up. No,
right, listen,
no.
listen. Welcome to the show, D. It's been a long time, bro, but welcome to the show. I know you needed to come on here and say what you need to say. But according to Diego, he's saying Potter will organise your midfielders. And to be honest, I've seen the football that Potter plays, and I'm not going to lie, I do like it. I do like
football,
it,
man.
I mean, is he in the same boat as Arteta? That's a question we need to ask ourselves because Potter has got a lot more experience. I mean, listen, let's move on to that. I mean, let's talk about that. Potter has got more experience than Mikel Arteta managing.
Why are you bringing Arsenal into it? See, you Arsenal, man. No one's talking about Arsenal. Stick to Graham Potter and Chelsea. No one said nothing about Arsenal.
Hey, Norms, don't have it, man. This is the Normski show, you know.
Just you know what I'm gonna say here. Order. As we were saying.
Do you know what's interesting? I've been hearing this from rival fans, right? But I like Graham Potter. It's a great appointment. I've even heard it from all the pros, the Rios. They're coming out there supporting him. Yeah, but you all agree because you know that he's not that level. So it's interesting because a lot of the Chelsea fans are not convinced. And even one of my Chelsea WhatsApp groups, as soon as Tuchel was sacked, Potter was, name was thrown in and nobody was excited about it. But I kid you not, all the rival fans, I haven't spoken to any rival fan that has looked at that appointment and actually said, oh, do you know what? I'm not sure about that. They're all like, oh, yeah, I think it's a great appointment. And the same thing happened with Frank Lampard. And we saw what happened there with Frank Lampard. Rival fans seem to be happy or seem to be content to see a manager of Graham Potter's caliber managing Chelsea than they were when Tuchel was in charge or when Conte was in charge or Mourinho's second stint. Do you know what I mean? I'm kind of seeing some favour towards a well-established manager.
But, I mean, what I'm seeing here, do you think Chelsea are possibly changing in terms of how they, when I say changing, in terms of their style of leadership, bringing in someone like Potter, longevity, by the looks of it, they've got the short-termism thing where they sack, managers. I mean, I think Graham Potter will be your 40th manager.
No, I think
40th manager.
Absolutely.
Right,
yeah, different
and I know under sorry, just what Chile say, just under Abramovich. I mean, that seemed to work. You sack a manager every 2 or 3 years, you get trophies. Now it seems as if you want to go for longevity. You've given him a 5-year deal. Todd Bowley believes in him, and I feel what Todd Bowley basically came out and said the reason why he ended up getting rid of Tuchel was because he didn't see that they had two different visions basically, and basically Todd Bowley said that just can't work. So somebody had to go, and unfortunately, it was Tuchel. And I know,
but this is it though. No.
Sorry, go on.
Because last week you saw how vexed I was, about Tuchel. Last week I literally ranted pretty much for the majority of the Chelsea section, But I guess it's the new regime's fault why Tuchel couldn't get on with his job. They had this guy looking at stadium plans and touring LA to go look at the LA Dodgers and wanting to be part of every step of the recruitment, rather than just giving him a list like, here Tuchel, what players do you want? We'll go get them. It was, we think you should have this player. What do you think? And having 3-4 hour meetings, whilst he should be getting on with pre-season and training and planning on how he's going to improve these players. So no wonder Tuchel weren't really flying this season. I'm not saying he was doing terribly, but he wasn't flying this season because the man is doing 4 different roles when his job is to be the head coach. I think David's been a bit harsh though. I can't say Potter out because they played the game yet.
We have two opposing.
Do you know what it is for me?
What happens if you
tonight?
Win convincingly tonight?
No, I mean, who are we playing? Is it Salzburg? I'm sure Sunday teams can beat Salzburg. I don't think that's much of a challenge. I think, if he competes in the Champions League, goes to the quarterfinal, to the semi-final, then you can start saying, oh, actually, this guy might be the real deal. We'll compete domestically. But I still can't see that. I saw a meme go out the other day. Can you really see this man going to the Bernabeu and getting a win? I can't see that at all. So for me,
why not though? Because he hasn't got a fancy Italian name.
It's not that, Chile. Come on, let's be honest here.
No, but he actually said that, in his interview. He actually said that a lot of people have come at him because of this mad basic name, Graham and Potter.
That's right.
You know what I mean? It's like, who the hell is Graham Potter? But is he just quickly? Is he going to be your Ollie 2.0, where he really gets you to a promised land and ends up getting fired? Because this is what I see, that he may not be right there for that big club. But I'm glad he's got it, not in a horrible way, not in a way that you think I'm glad. I'm glad that an English manager has got a chance to manage a big club. And if he proves us all wrong, then so be it. You know what I mean? If he goes and wins whatever, a big cup or
I'll answer your question. I think, look, it's not because he doesn't have an Italian name or flamboyant surname. You look at the teams he's managed. He's managed Brighton, barely kept them up in relegation for 2 seasons. And he's managed a Swedish second division and first division side. You look at the likes of Conte. Conte managed Juventus, the Italian team. Do you know what I mean? You look at the likes of Tuchel. He managed PSG, Dortmund, Metz. These are top teams who compete in the top tier of football, in European football. And, they are born winners. Their credentials are much greater than Graham Potter. as a manager or as a coach, I've heard that he's a great person, great man manager, great coach. Tuchel's 52, Potter's 48. You look at their achievements. Tuchel's got a Super Cup, a Club World Cup, a Champions League, the German League and the German Cup, and he's got the French League and the French Cup as well under his belt. What has Graham Potter got? And it's 4 years apart from the two. So I think we're being a little bit naive, guys.
We all got to start from somewhere, though, haven't we? I mean,
I was gonna say, like from a Chelsea point of view, yeah.
Starting from the bottom.
Hello. Well, actually, Liverpool know about that, don't they, with Klopp?
No. Come on,
Spicy.
When you got Mourinho the first time, he wasn't like well known.
No, but he'd won the Champions League.
The
Europa League.
Yeah. But then, Norman, I'm listening to what you're saying there, and I think more and more you are leaning to Arteta in, my brother. You really are. Because
he is.
This guy every week he keeps going down this road. How many times am I gonna get to keep telling you?
No, right? I'm listening to you, and what you're saying to me, what you're saying to Dave, is that Dusney deserve a chance. And I'm saying,
exactly.
Sounds like Arteta to me. Sounds like Arteta to me.
Quick one though.
I struggle. Just a minute. I just need to go get a drink. No. Yeah, go on. It's gone.
I struggle to think of a player that Tuchel's actually improved.
No. Like, look, we've heard a lot about that in terms of what has he actually done in terms of going forward, attacking wise. This appointment for me, I personally, I believe, we should have got a caretaker in and actually took, maybe a month or 2 months to actually get a full-time manager in. But it's beyond that. You look at this regime and it's more of a franchise. You heard what Bowley said about he wants the North versus the South superstars. On top of that, let me just quickly land. On top of that, you look at our youngsters, the Reece James, the Mounts and the Gallaghers. They're on long-term contracts, 5 to 6, 7-year contracts, very similar to the NBA, the NFL style. Because eventually what's going to happen, their value is going to increase, and come 3-4 years time, we'll be able to sell them on for the 60 millions, the 70 millions, 80 millions. And that money is going to go in the back pocket of Bowley, which is good stability for the club. But he's seen this more of a franchise and more of a financial gain, as opposed to concentrating on winning titles.
Hold on a sec, though. Because if you look at the way he runs LA Dodgers, he's a serial winner, bruv. Like, he doesn't take losing lightly.
I know, but that's not his number one sport. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like us, buying an NBA team. That's not our forte. We don't know the players to bring in. You don't give someone £250 million to spend over the summer and then say all of a sudden we're going to get rid of you, because football's different. Different managers have a style and DNA. Different managers know how they play and what players they need to fit and to suit that system. Yep. Again, I feel that he doesn't understand the football game. I get that he might be a serial winner, but he doesn't really understand the football game. He's got in a manager that can't say B to a goose. He ain't going to challenge him whatsoever. Whereas Tuchel, we saw, was challenging him. So I feel that it's suiting him. Do you know what I mean? To have that easy run whereby I can implement what I need to implement.
Yeah, but
it's going to be a lot of gains for him personally.
When you spend $4 billion, surely you got to have your people in line. You spend $4 billion to buy a club. I'm not saying that Tuchel, and Tuchel probably had pretty much admitted that he weren't interested in what them lot were doing. He just wanted to do his job. And for us as fans, we want to hear that. But when you spend $4 billion, you kind of want to have someone that is a bit of both, and that's unfortunate.
But from the stuff we heard, he was getting very much involved, and even what you just said there,
I agree.
Text messages I was hearing from insiders, phone calls, wanting to know who is. That's too much. Abramovich, I loved his style. He let the managers get on with it, and then when he realized, hang on a minute, something's not working, he knew when to pull the plug, basically. So I feel that. The strategy is not there for me. I'm not convinced yet.
So do you think then Chelsea's vision, as you kind of mentioned it or alluded to, is that it's really more about making money as opposed to winning titles? So as long as they can make the money, sell on those players, is that where you see the club going? Is that the direction that they're going in? Whereas Abramovich, I think he got the balance right because, as you said, he spent money, but at the same time, he allowed the managers to get on. I think.
Yeah, but how much did Abramovich pay out after sacking managers? Mourinho's got about 30 mil from him for getting sacked.
Yeah, he's probably got about 15.
Foley and that consortium, they're not going to want to throw money away like that. That's just throwing money away. Keep sacking your manager.
I know, but remember, the game is about the fans. Do you know what I mean?
Let me ask you too, something. If you got to the top 4, say the quarters of the Champions League, and you went deep in the domestic cups, would you be happy?
That's not happy, but considering my club was laughing about being in liquidation a few weeks ago, that's a good year. You know what I mean? Yeah.
That's a big old drop there.
I mean, I
think Dave's got different ideas.
I'm just struggling.
We've been spoiled though, Dave. We've had Abramovich.
That's right.
David, we used to go to the bridge singing "Tottenham's done it again." You've done it again.
I know.
Now we've had some bit of reality. You get me, y'all? We ain't got a billionaire that is just a toy to him. No.
Yeah.
You know what? I look at United.
You still got a lot of money, but you're not going to treat it like you say as a game or a toy.
Hold on, one more thing, Dave. One more thing. Liverpool and Man United would love Todd Bowley. You know what I mean? Like, Man United hate the Glazers at the moment. Liverpool fans don't really like the way their way work. They would. Todd Bowley's come and spent almost 300 million off the rip. Boom. Hold that. Like, just you know what I mean? So as it stands, I'm not saying it's always going to be this way. As it stands, that's how it looks.
Yeah. But
I'm just not convinced. I'm not convinced.
Yeah. It's hard to call this early.
I can't believe you Potter out. You haven't even taken the
I'm Potter out. out. I want to see what he's doing on that training pitch. That's what I want to see. And you look at, like, obviously the Glazers
in check, innit?
Yeah, that's it. And can you really see Potter doing that? Because you look at what the Glazers have done to United, even the Cronkies, to some extent, in appointing Arteta. Do you know what I mean? Putting faith in him and, finish eighth, I think 5th.
Yeah.
That's 3 years. I can't see Chelsea fans sitting for 3 years
and accepting that.
No Champions League football, no domestic cup, and accepting that. I can't see that. Realistic. I know we've been spoiled, but I can't see how this is a move forward. I really can't.
I mean, it's a massive job for Graham Potter, and I was watching his interviews, and he's pretty much starstruck. I mean, when he listens to me, he's like, I can't believe I'm here. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's just somebody that's like one of these little children in a toy shop. You know what I mean? Oh my God, I've got all these players and whatnot. And obviously,
guys, I don't know, man. Graham Potter turned down Tottenham a few months ago, before Conte came in.
Because he said,
but
he said he wanted to challenge. He wanted a bigger challenge. He wanted to win stuff.
If
it was just about that, I think he would have snapped up that Tottenham job just for the fact that they've got billions and they've got Harry Kane and, like, do you know what I mean? Like, but I don't think he's that starstruck. He obviously is a big man.
He kind of came across. It might be just me, but he did kind of come across as that. You know what I mean?
He looked at Tottenham sideways.
Yeah, he did.
Boy, I kind of worried now. He's going to ball out for you, man. If he looked at Tottenham sideways, he's probably going to ball out for you, man.
But David, do you know what it is? At 8 o'clock,
we
I'm not
didn't
looking
go in for that guy
win,
there. He put that out himself that he turned us down.
Yeah, but he probably did though. Come on, Chile. You guys were desperate.
He did.
Chile, you went through 6 managers that turned you down, and then you settled.
If you want to progress your career, he should have. If that is true, then he's a fool to stay at Brighton and not go to Tottenham.
Well, Brighton haven't won anything. What have Tottenham won? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but we play better football. We play in the European Cups. We got a better history than you.
Interesting.
Than who?
Than Chelsea. Chelsea's history is only 20 years old. Chelsea's history is 20 years old.
Says the man wearing the glasses.
Can you take those glasses off?
You were fighting relegation every season until 20 years ago. You've got no
Chile, I think take the glasses off so we can just inspect the eyes, please.
No, you're not seeing.
He's got rose-tinted glasses on right now, right? Listen. Good statement here from Diego. He says, "Real talk. Jude Bellingham will need to select from Klopp or Eric Ten Hag or Potter or Conte or Arteta, whom will he select?
He's going to Germany, bro.
This guy is.
He's going to Germany. He's going to Germany.
Yeah.
Why not Man City?
Because with Man City, right, and you see this with Jesus, you saw this with you're seeing this now with Grealish, right? Is that it's like Klopp cuts good players' legs off to fit his system, and sometimes if I look at certain players, you say maybe they should have gone the other way. Grealish should never have gone to Man City because he doesn't suit their style of playing. You know what I mean? Grealish is the man that takes the ball up from deep in the midfield and run. Now he's stuck out on the wing trying to be a creator. It's not his game. But this is what Klopp does, and Klopp can afford to bench him and play him when he wants. So maybe Bellingham will look at that and say, unless I'm replacing KDB, do I go to Man City? Because he won't want to go anywhere to sit on the bench. I know that much. I think his ambitions...
I know Pep's done the most talking in regards to Bellingham. He talks every time they play Dortmund. He's talking. He's yamming. He's incredible. He's a so I don't know if he's trying to, and he's got the Haaland there as well from Dortmund. You know what I mean? I don't know.
But true say, if he really is going to go anywhere here and now, it probably should be Liverpool. And I hate to say that because that just makes Kofi smile and thing.
I think it's Liverpool.
Liverpool that need a defend a midfielder line, or even
United are interested in him, aren't they?
But I think still having them Glazers, I think it's a put off for a lot of players because they're seeing Ten Hag have to really struggle lastminute.com to bring in transfers. So he would look at that a bit sideways. You have to remember that.
And look at the business.
That this guy came and got a tour, you know, and Liverpool, spending the money. Yeah, again, American owners that would rather laden with debt than spend their own money. Now, I was talking to a guy about this who does, he's a financial guy, and he said the rich folks never spend their own money if they're sensible.
That's right. Yeah.
He said they always spend other people's money. They get sponsors in and get donors in and say, "Come and invest in my projects," rather than them. This is why we're ending up with this debt from the Glazers because it's not what they do. You have to remember, this new manager is managing a team that has Fergie players still in it, in the squad. We still got Ferguson players still there. So Ferguson, Moyes,
I don't know how.
WGO, Mourinho players, Ollie players, and now Ten Hag's in charge. And that's where probably David's winning that Chelsea may go down that road as well, where, hold on, this man's trying to work with a team that's got 6 different managers, players still in this squad.
And I think that's the thing with Ten Hag. He has to get. I mean, it's going to probably, as you rightly said, I think you said 2, maybe 3 to 4 transfer windows before he gets his own complete team, because he's playing with mix and match players right now, and he's trying to make a system work, and he's got to work with what he's got at the moment. So it's going to take 3 or 4 transfer windows. But listen, Man United, 4 games on the bounce.
And if you watch any of the interviews, right, they just keep coming at him with the most stupid questions. Like, you talk about squad, but is Ronaldo fit? They're obsessed with Ronaldo, right? And clearly, you're watching United play. You're watching when Ronaldo comes, and it's like, he can't play in that system. He ain't got the legs for it. He can't even hold the ball up. He's just falling over now. This, as Ed's called him, this underwear model is embarrassing himself. He really is. And as an old school United fan, right? I love now they came in and he had the people like Scholes and Roy Keane gripping around his neck and saying, "We don't dive here. Stay on your feet." Keeping him in check as he was a young Ronaldo. Now he's just a superstar. He's such a luxury player that Ten Hag's just scratching his head because he knows that really and truly the way I want to play, he can't play that way, and I'm stuck with him. Literally.
I mean, listen. Come January again, he'll be tightening himself about again.
Do you think this is his last season at the top?
Nah.
Well,
He'll just cut his salary. He'll go somewhere else.
Go where though?
Well, I think that's what Chile's saying. Is at the top in terms of football.
No, people will take him. They just can't afford him.
What do you think? What you think a top team would take him? Well, you wanted him. You did want him.
Ronaldo's a brand. That's what I'm saying. Even if he kicks every now and then, you know what I mean? He brings. That's why Bowley.
Yeah, he's going to bring in loads of money for wherever he goes.
But see, and that was and just going
after how he's acted at Man United. I personally wouldn't want him at Tottenham.
But actually, he hasn't done loads of talking. You know, all he's done is make it clear
turn up and go fly out the country.
You see what I think? What Kane done was worse. Kane went on a golf course with Gary Neville talking about 70 goals a season at a top team, and he's got this gentleman's agreement. Talking, yapping, Sky Sports exclusive, you know. All Ronaldo's done is you not do the talking, you take it how you want.
The difference is Kane was pissed off at the time, but he came back and he done his job. Ronaldo's not doing his job. You've got to do your job, man.
Yeah. But it's not even that he can't do his job. Or not doing his job. I don't think he physically can do his job in that system because there's no world where you're starting Alanga over Ronaldo. There's no world that's happening, but yet that's what we're doing because Alanga can run.
Crazy.
Alanga can run.
Crazy.
So he's saying, son, get on that wing, spread the wide men and run at them because Ronnie can't do it.
Hey, once Martial's fit, I think he's even further down the pecking order.
Oh, don't even get me started on Martial though. With that,
But you'd put Martial above Ronaldo.
You have to now,
listen. In terms of what Ten Hag wants to do,
what Ten Hag wants, you have to remember
that's the system, exactly.
Yeah, until the injury, he played Martial all through pre-season.
He pretty much scored every game.
Yeah, because that's the way he wants to play. Martial is 10 times better than Rashford at holding the ball up, playing through the middle.
Yeah,
he's the only one we got that can do that. You know what I mean? You can't put Bruno in there. You can't really put Eriksen there to do that. We tried it.
Don't forget you've got Anthony now.
Yeah,
right.
That's another one. Anthony, Sancho, Rashford, Martial, Ronaldo. You have to do something great now to be starting.
Yeah, he has to convince us that he's better than Elanga. How mad is that? But you know what? If you look at him, right? If you look at him, you see there's a lack of self-awareness as a person, right? Because it's like anything. When Father Time catches up with you, I played semi-pro basketball. Once my knees went, he's like, bro, it's time to get on a golf course. And coaches called me. The Brixton coach called me. I went and tried out with them, played half a season. I was limping home after every game. And my missus says, bro, get on the golf course, mate. Stop trying to be a hero. It's over. And I said, you know what, babes, you're right. The knees are gone. I love the sport, but my knees are gone. Now I play golf. So, yeah, and his lack of self-awareness worries me because he still thinks he's that.
How long's Martial been at United?
About 6 years now. Yeah,
seems
about
like
6
forever, man. Yeah. There.
He came just before Luke Shaw.
No, he's been there for a long time.
Yeah,
7 years, I would say. I would say 7 years. Yeah,
because I tell you what, David. Yeah, he came after who bought him? Louis Van Gaal bought him, I think.
It was Van Gaal. Do you remember Martial?
And you remember it was the whole 50 million, waste of 50 million, and all that. It was the whole because the fans didn't know him, and LVG's people have scouted him and said, listen, he can play through the middle, he can play on the flanks, and then the whole. You know, after I think he was probably hurt the most by Louis Van Gaal getting fired. Martial, he suffered the most because the other managers, like you told you, had him playing injured, stole his squad number. People said it was just a number, but he created a brand from that number 9. You know what I mean? That was his social media and everything. So for Mourinho to say, you should have number 11 because Ryan Giggs had number 11. So I don't want number 11. Yeah, but I think you should have it. I think that suits you as a wide player. Mourinho mugged him off and then had him playing injured. Ollie mugged him off, had him playing injured, and then he went on loan and didn't do anything. So because he was injured, and now we got him back. He's had a good pre-season, and now he's injured again. And so it's like, you know what I mean? It's bad.
Listen, I think the long and short of it is that listen, in the next couple of years, the likes of Martial, those players that you're talking about, that Fergie players, Ollie players, they at some point will leave the club. And he'll get the players that he wants to play his system and style of football. I definitely can see that happening.
And we have to be patient, Norm. We can't get frustrated when we lose because he's still trying to figure some stuff. But I know fans will get in their feelings and say, we should have won that one. But sometimes it just don't work. In Europe, we was awful. And you're going to get that. You're going to get that. because you got to mix the team up a little bit. Now we got this little, break, dying and.
Well, yeah. So Diego's just posted the Chelsea lineup. If you can see that, guys. Dave, what are your thoughts and Ez, what are your thoughts on it?
I've seen it.
Why is that OAP Aspilicueta still playing? Seriously.
Oh, watch it about OAP, yeah. We got some big man punish through, easy now, easy.
What do you two Chelsea boys think about what he said about the Super Cup thing? Did he call it a Super Cup?
Nah, he called it an All-Star game.
All-Star game.
Yeah.
It's what the NBA and the NFL do. East Coast versus West Coast, and then they come and do a lot. They come and play a big game. A whole All-Star weekend. They raise a lot of money for charity, and then they kick off the second half of the season. So it's always done in the middle of the season, and then you kick up until you win enough games to qualify for the playoffs, and then they go into the playoff system. Both the NBA.
You see Klopp and Pep letting their star players play in that.
No, but I could see it done differently.
Too much.
I could see it done differently. I could see it done at the end of the season.
Listen,
when Klopp, the end of the season would be good.
When Klopp heard this, he was like, "What? Did he really say this?" He's like, "Did he really say this?" Like he's joking. No, he said it. But I think as had posted it in our WhatsApp group, and he was saying basically that the money that they make from that will then
200 million in 2 days.
200 million
goes
that
to
will go down
grassroots.
Without grassroots football. So
maybe that's just the way. I don't know.
The actual concept is fantastic.
The thing is, if they did do that, because they're talking about North versus South, I would watch that.
No, do you know what? I was going to answer your question. To be fair, I think it would make good TV. It's a bit like the Super Cup, whatever. I don't agree with the moral and ethics behind it, but it will make good TV. And, if you look at managers like Jurgen Klopp, if Liverpool don't win the league, that's another excuse for him. Do you know what I mean? So you're going to get managers like that. That's going to use that as a benchmark of this is why we didn't win the league because, Trent pulled a hammy. Do you know what I mean? Or Van Dijk backed off again and allowed 2 goals to go past him. And just tried to use his aura to defend.
If Klopp hears that he's going to get extra 60 million in his budget from that one game, But
as you know what? If you've ever watched the Americans do it, especially the NBA, right? It's almost like a exhibition game. They play zero defense and just do the fancy dunks and all that. You know what I mean? So
that's all right. But that's all right for me. Do you know why? Yeah. Because it's the one game in the season where I'm not a Chelsea fan. I'm just a football fan. I'm watching Haaland with Salah next to him. Like what? Like, do you know what I mean? So that would be actually crazy spectacle.
Can you imagine Arteta managing that side? Fantastic.
Oh no! All of a sudden, I'm cancelling the sky. You know what I mean? But the radio or something.
What are you going to say that? What are you going to say now?
No. But no joking aside, if it happened right now, Arteta would manage the South team because his team is top of the league right now. And what they would do, and they would go down the league and say, who's the top team in the North? And it would be Man City, and Pep would manage the Northern All Stars, and Arteta would manage.
But let me just say, hold on a minute. Let me just say that. Let me just say that now. It's September now. Yeah. By the time May comes around, we'll be about 5th, right? So behave.
Wow. No, but if it wasn't for the World Cup, right, the All-Star game would happen just before Christmas. Because it's like the middle of the season, and then you go into the January transfer window.
Well, listen,
I would pay money to watch it. Personally.
Let me tell you, I would watch it.
Listen, we all say no, but we will watch it with all these American owners. Listen, bro, it could be a possibility. Football could be changing, guys. We wouldn't be the ones to say it for the first time, bro.
The Super League stuff was rubbish. I
don't want to play every week. That
was stupid. So I would pay for one up.
Do you know what? I would love to see Arteta's team talk for the All Stars game. I want to know what prop.
Yeah, close your eyes, man.
What prop?
Come on, everybody, close your eyes.
No. Robin has to get it, man. Oh my God.
Just like he did. You'll never walk alone.
In the box.
Oh mate, yeah, the theme tune, in the training ground. Just let
An open one.
Just let them know. But like I say, I think more and more, if we get more and more American owners, they're going to try and bring those US sports concepts over.
Yeah, okay, guys.
Because this will happen. Is players will start getting traded.
Guys, close your eyes. Just close your eyes and do. Just close your eyes. I feel the power.
Man brought a light
Turn on the light bulb,
Turn on the light bulb now.
Oh boy.
Well, I might lose some subscribers having a guy. Listen, guys, listen. No, but listen. All joking aside, I mean, it's a massive possibility that this could happen. Yeah. You know what I mean? And as you said, all of you here, I would watch that. Can you imagine?
Can I ask a question? I don't know too much about the All-Stars, but how do they pick the players? Is it based on performance or a vote from fans?
It'd be who the managers let go, innit?
No. In American sports, the actual fans of the franchises vote, and that's
a good system.
Yes. So what happens is that your LeBron James and your Kevin Durant, all these guys.
The North is going to be full up of just Liverpool and Man City.
No,
this is for
and then Bruno Fernandes.
That's what Klopp said. That's what Klopp said.
But this is for the organisers to get it right. Like if they capped it at 3 players max per team.
I was just going to say that.
Yeah. That's right.
That makes sense.
And then you.
That's where the organisers have to get creative to make it run.
Yeah.
Okay, let me just.
Where would the cutoff be? Watford, Birmingham, what? Where's South? Where's North?
It's got to be Watford for me.
Someone has to get
for me, anything north of Watford is north for me.
That's how we say.
That's true. Yeah, north of Watford.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine Tottenham and Arsenal players joining up together? Oh my God!
What they do for England?
The 2 Brazilian boys up front.
Yo, what you saying, Chill? What you saying, bro?
Richard Allison, you know.
You know what I mean? And the Albert's being the number 10, yeah? Albert's playing in that 10-row Dave. You see that?
No, it could work, you know. It could work. They could make it work.
If they thought about it.
Let me just conclude on this. So, Dave, let me ask you this question then, and everybody on the panel here. Can Mr. Potter take this group of players to the next level? That's a question I'm asking all of you. Just one word answer and put it in the chat, guys. Can Mr. Potter take this group? And I bring it into context because, you know, he come January, you know, there's a possibility that Todd Bowley is going to give him some more money. I know Ez was like rubbing his hands together and saying, bro, there's some more spending going to go on in January. So can because obviously Graham wants to bringing his own players. Yeah, he wants to bring in his own players eventually. Yeah. So can he, one word answer, just let's go around the room and nobody's sitting on the fence. So let's start off with Mr. Big D. Can Mr. Potter take these players to the next level?
Yeah, I think he can.
I would love.
Sorry. Go. Yeah, he's a good coach. I think he can. Yeah.
Okay. Ez?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Mr. Kofi Klopp?
The man's in fantasy land, no.
Okay.
Don't even bother asking, Dave. We already know he's
Dave, I ain't gonna bother asking, but maybe we might have convinced him. So you never know.
I would love to be proven wrong, but I can't see him doing that. Like changing the dimension of the team, the direction. I can't see him winning the Champions League game.
That's a good shout, Diego.
The only thing I can see him finishing is probably
good shot, Diego. Yeah, I like that. Yes, Potter will get Chelsea to the UCL final. The rest will be history. Wow.
That's a big shout. Diego, big shout.
Who said that? What team is
Diego? He supports Crystal Palace.
Crystal Palace.
Palace
guy. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. I don't
know
Diego. No, do you know what it is? I don't know Diego, but he's never seen a Champions League night, so that's why I'm just a bit worried about that. I'm not.
He's talking about Potter. He's talking about Potter.
No, but that's what I'm saying. But he's never seen what a Champions League night is. Do you know what I mean?
He's never been to a game. So, he ain't even been to watch one.
Oh, really?
No, seriously. Yesterday in his conference, he said he's literally never been to a Champions League match.
Oh,
Not even as a spectator.
But do you know what? Saying that he has played in Europe, and that he did play.
No, he played in the Europa League.
He played in the Europa League, and as a matter of fact, Dave, he did beat us in the second leg of the Europa League, even though it was futile because we still ended up going through in the group stages. But he did beat us 1-0 at the Emirates.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
Hey, Dave, do you know what I'm looking for?
That's when we knew that was a downfall of Wenger.
What I'm looking for, Dave, is if tonight we play good football. I don't really care if we win or whatever.
Yep.
If we're playing better football than I saw over this last 4 weeks, then that for me is something I'm willing to give time to. If I see rubbish football, then I don't know why we sat Tuchel.
How much time are you willing to give? How much time are you willing to give?
I think this season, I'm willing to be patient for the entire season. From next year, I expect us to kick on. I don't think people understand how much
window or two.
Like we've had such a weird year. Like our club was up for sale 3 months ago, bruv. Like, you know what I mean? To get that all across the line and still get some sort of recruitment in, you know, losing players like Rudiger, all these are factors to why I think this year is one for patience. However, from next season, it's not going to last. I'm not on this project thing or this 4 or 5 years without winning anything. No. This season, get the stabilization. Other than that, bring in whoever you need to bring in to get it done. You know what I mean? That's kind of where I am.
Yeah, so you give him a January transfer window, you give him the summer, and then you see if you kick on.
To be finishing mid-table.
I'll say that again, Kofi. Speak a bit louder.
Is it acceptable for Chelsea to be finishing mid-table?
Never. That's not in our language. That's not in our language.
Is it acceptable for Liverpool? Is it acceptable for Liverpool to finish?
You didn't win anything for like 130 years. And then
chilling. We were winning FA Cups here and there and League Cups.
We weren't winning anything.
Yes, we were.
No, David,
I know my history.
You had like 6 cups before the man came. Am I lying?
Chilly's vexed that he's the reason Anthony Joshua is failing. That stadium has ruined him and is ruining you. So no, don't try to.
He needs to learn to punch. That's all I can say.
Oh
my word!
Why you keep bringing that up? Let's drop that now, yeah.
Man ain't been the same since he fought at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, man.
What are you going to say when he knocks out Tyson?
Hey,
come on, guys!
He's not knocking out Tyson, you know.
I think he'll do better because Tyson's big, but I think that Tyson will win it.
Oh, Tyson will win. Tyson will win.
Very funny.
Okay, hold on a second. Right. Now, you might not be able to make this out, guys. But yeah, no, you're probably gonna have to squint. I don't think you're gonna be able to make it out. But let me see if I can do this.
Oh yeah, I can see it.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Right. Can you make it out? I can't make it any bigger. Yeah, you can see it. So listen, guys. Kofi, if you can hear us, Kofi, I think you're muted. Yeah, you're muted. If anything, I can mute you and mute you if you want. Yeah, so don't worry about it. You can focus on your driving. But after this, no, I won't say it. Listen, guys. Question: will Klopp sing those famous lyrics from Boys to Men? Do you want to read that? Ez, I don't want you to sing it, Ez. Yeah, I want you to read the lyrics out.
Kofi, you listening? Yeah.
Kofi, listen carefully to the lyrics. Listen carefully.
Although we've come to the end of the road, still I can't let go. It's unnatural. You belong to me. I belong to you. Do you want me to say it again? Although.
Don't try to play. Guys, this is no end of the road. This is no end of the era. We're not a sinking sand. We're not a sunken ship. We are Liverpool Football Club. You'll never walk alone. We will keep going. Keep going. Turn around.
Hey, did everyone see Klopp moaning at the cameraman for taking pictures?
Yep.
And the reporter for asking questions. Can you imagine?
Although we've come
He's
to the end of the road.
No, right. When Ez was just reading it, yeah.
Get the bass out, D.
Oh my gosh.
No, man. Jurgen Klopp. I think this is his last season. I think it's come to that.
Yeah.
When you start seeing the manager, just come up with so many excuses upon excuses.
What was the one he said? Who did they play?
The grass was a bit dry.
The
grass was dry.
Man. Yeah.
Literally. It's turning into Ty from Arsenal TV.
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it?
Kofi, listen.
You have to worry about his mental health, innit?
I've got to go. Listen. I just need to know this question. Has he come to the end of the road? Now, yesterday you got a fortunate result there, getting that 2-1 Matip, scoring in the 88th minute. And
Look,
Napoli.
guys, let me come back. Ajax are not an easy team, so let's not deep it like that. They play good football, and Liverpool are not playing the best football right now. So, I'm not surprised about the result, and I'm happy that we got our first win. And let's try and build on something, because otherwise, it's going to be quite deep for Klopp this season.
Right. Okay. Can you explain last week's game? I know you're going to visit Naples to do some forensics. So could you just explain the 4-1 drumming that you got last week?
Jeez.
Oh, he's gone quiet.
The thing is, we always get Napoli in the Champions League, and I wasn't surprised that. I was surprised that we got beat in the manner that we did, but I thought probably would have got a draw out of the game, but we just didn't turn up, and the whole team looked confused. It's like they were speaking another language to each other.
Kofi, I've actually heard you with that language twice when we beat you this season. Once in pre-season, you said the same thing again. You said that we didn't turn up, and I'm like, bro, at some point, these guys, multimillionaires, have got to tell them to play football. You can't keep bailing them out by saying they did turn up. There's some games where they're just not good enough.
Yeah, but we can't keep dwelling on the fact that we miss Mane and all those things. Otherwise, all the players might not come out.
Where's your Mane gone? Where's your Mane?
I need to get a justice for Mane printed.
Mane's doing amazing in Bayern as well. He's doing very well. Very well.
Imagine they got Mane on one flank and Sane on the other. They killed him.
Honestly.
Listen, who won yesterday out of Barcelona?
You know what that spells? Tsunami.
Bayern 2-0.
Bayern
2-0. Yeah.
They were very clinical. Very clinical. Yeah.
Lewandowski. Sorry about that, Lewandowski. You should have stayed.
I see Lewandowski have a header, but then I turned over to Liverpool.
Yeah, he should have stayed. He should have stayed put, mate.
Yeah.
Pat with his Palace did grab a point against Liverpool, although Liverpool are getting their injured players back now.
Guys, wait. Listen, we got our first win in Champions League. I'm happy with that. You can't win everything 4-0s, 3-0s. Just get over the line and we move on. So, it's happy days for me. Let me enjoy my birthday in peace.
Well said, Kofi. Well said, Kofi. Well said, and well done to the win yesterday. But listen, I don't know. It could be papering over the cracks. We don't know yet. The season is long, lots of games to play, and listen. Obviously, injuries to your players. You've got key players coming back. But then one key player comes back, another key player gets injured. So let's see what happens. The World Cup is around the corner as well. So I don't know. I don't know how Liverpool is going to fare this year. I definitely know for a fact that, me personally, I don't think they're going to win the league this year, personally speaking.
But no, you have to remember that their key player is not going to the World Cup.
But he ain't with the scoring.
He scored last night, He scored last night.
Yesterday.
Yeah, but come on, man. Listen, did you see the amount of chances he missed? He had two big chances that he missed. I mean, literally in front of the goal. What's going on, man? And he's not the same player since losing that African Cup of Nations. He's not the same player.
And then he's not the same player since losing Mane either. Because these guys just vibe well. They vibe well. He does chill.
All of those senior players need to step up, and we need to serious turnaround, because I can't take this frustration. 30 minutes every game and we're 1 goal behind. This needs to stop. And Klopp, otherwise he's going by Christmas.
Large up. Now, I tell you what, if they fire Klopp, then boy, the league is done. You know, if Klopp gets fired, you know the league is done, right?
Yeah.
Who do they even? Hey, seems when they hire Tuchel.
But
Yeah.
that's real. Where do you go from Klopp?
Wow.
No,
One German for another.
no, listen.
Yeah.
We've got the better German manager. Tuchel was a failure.
I knew he was going to come with that. I knew he was going to come with that.
Go.
This has been an ongoing feud between David and Klopp.
Yeah,
Klopp.
but we know.
I mean,
Listen,
just put your case
I'm
quickly
gonna
forward,
let David
mate.
take this one. It's fine.
Yeah.
No. But Kofi knows where he's going with this one. Do you know what I mean? Because Klopp had 3 miserable seasons when he first went to Liverpool.
Yeah.
Kofi, where did Klopp finish in the first? Well, there we go. Exactly. Tuchel took on a Chelsea team that was really like down in the dumps. Do you know what I mean? Like he inherited it. Oh, here we go, Kofi. All right, we've got. Do you know what? We've had this argument many a times. Do you know what I mean? So when you look at what Klopp achieved when you look at what Klopp achieved, the longevity of it, and then when you look at what Tuchel achieved in such a short space of time, you know, you've really got to take your hat off. Do you know what I mean?
Champions League in his first season. That's on dark.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Jurgen Klopp will not have survived at Chelsea.
I think Kofi's frozen at the moment, so I think he might be back. Yeah,
a bit like his manager's ideas. Klopp would never have lasted. He would never have lasted 3 years at Chelsea without winning anything.
He wouldn't.
So you can't compare Kofi. You can't. Come on.
Klopp.
Yeah.
Okay, Diego.
I don't think he'll get sacked. I don't think he'll get sacked for now.
Yeah, if he got sacked, that would be epic, man.
That would be outrageous.
Yeah,
that would be a mass exodus.
That'd be crazy. Why to sack him to bring in who?
Yeah, nah.
Big Sam settings, boy. Big Sam settings.
Well, I think David would have. I think David would have rather Big Sam than Potter. I'm sure of it. Yeah,
nah.
David will be on here. I hope in 6 months' time, David will be on here celebrating.
Yeah,
I hope so too. But
we would hope so. We would hope so. But yeah, I mean, listen. Look, we don't know. Klopp, I still think he's under a bit of pressure. And boy, we'll see how the next few games pan out and how he pans out in Europe. I mean, listen, they play Rangers back to back, so you would think they win both those games. Then they go away to Ajax, and then I think they've got Napoli at home. So, you know what I mean? Yeah. I think they'll probably come second in that group. I don't know if they will top the group. I think they'll probably come second in that group, which will make things a little bit interesting. But they're not the same side. Listen, Van Dijk, not the same player. Arnold, I don't know. Going forward is good, but defensively, wow. Shocking. Yeah.
I actually thought he had improved, but clearly not.
Clearly not. And
can't talk about James.
And that's one of the biggest loss for Liverpool in Europe. One of the biggest losses for Liverpool in Europe.
Yeah.
So
I didn't see it coming.
Yeah, I mean, it's mad. But I just want to ask a question to everyone here. Yeah, is anybody good at maths? Yeah. So let's get our maths head on, guys. Yeah. What's 90 plus 3?
I think I know where he's going with this.
No, I'm just asking you. I'm asking the maths. It's maths. It's a maths question. It's not a trick question.
Man.
What's 90 plus 3?
I don't know.
Let me get the calculator out. One sec.
Have you worked it out? Yes.
Yeah. I think it's 93 norms.
It's 93.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah, I think so.
If we was to do calculus and stuff like that, yeah, and if you put you put the letter before the number and then it equals that. So 90 at 90, what happened?
Where the hell is this going, man?
And then at there, and then at at 3.
Go on.
Yeah, at 3. Equals battered.
At 3 equals battered.
Listen, lastminute.com, yeah? Anybody?
Yeah.
Anybody? Lastminute.com?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you buy things last? Does anybody sort of go, you know what? I need to go and buy something last minute.
Right, I'm done with this. This is foolishness. Right. Let me just say, yeah, if you're not playing on a Tuesday or a Wednesday night, I don't want to hear it. I'll take it from Dave. I'll take it from Ez. I'm not taking it from the rest of you.
Okay, so let me just say this then. Over to Ez and Dave. Right? Since you're playing on the same night, over to Ez and Dave.
Yeah, I'll take it from them, man. There.
Hey, listen. Let me just say this. Let me just say this. I am a very good sportsman. Yeah, I'm a very good sportsman. Yeah, I'm very sporting in this. Yeah, I'm very sporting in this. So
Norman is milking this man. To be honest, I said I wasn't gonna laugh too hard because I warned Chile before the game. You know.
Yeah.
I said this team is not a joke. He's not a joke. And the one boy that you released from a young boy, he wanted to prove a point yesterday. He played well.
Yeah, he did. He
played really well.
Yeah. Typical Tottenham, isn't it? Typical Spurs, to be fair.
Listen.
Go and get a history and come back to me, Dave. Right. I ain't listening to Dave no more. I listen to Ez. Go on, Ez. About
my man is getting triggered. Dave, you've come. Listen, I've seen Dave for months and months and months. Come on the show. He's triggered Kofi and he's triggered Chili, right? The man is coming with 2 boxing gloves and say, "Yo, which one are you first? Which one are you first?"
You know how it was saying that Ronaldo's a hitman? That's Dave. He just turned up, kill a man, and then gone again.
Don't see for 6 months. Don't see for 6 months. Don't see the man for 6 months.
It's true.
Yeah, right. I'm not listening to any of you. I'm going to talk. Right.
So,
no, I don't want to hear it. I'm talking.
Normally, this is de-triggering Kofi. It's coming.
Okay. But Chile, though, you look at the style of play that Tottenham play now under Conte.
I was just going to say that we're not playing good football, man.
No,
we haven't played a good game. We were all right against Southampton opening day, but since then, we haven't played a good game of football.
You haven't. But do you know what? Interestingly, I was going to say, I think that City game being postponed did you more harm because you always have a good record against them. I just had a funny feeling you could have done something, especially with the weird momentum that you guys have got, obviously, prior to last night's result. But I think that, you know what I mean, that probably put more harm on you guys than them. Because I think you could have come out with a result there.
And on top of that, now we're going to have them squeezed in somewhere, aren't we? So we're going to
Right, yeah.
The thing is, Conte could get away with the football he plays at Chelsea because he had Eden Hazard that kind of done what he wanted to do anyway. And although you've got world-class players in Harry Kane and Son, not one of them are like carry the team on their back sort of players. Like I don't feel like that anyway. But when they're playing, they play well. Like what Jose done with them two was insane. The numbers between Son and Kane. Yeah, go on.
But do you know what's crazy? How do you not start Basuma and how do you not start Kulusevski?
Right.
I don't understand.
This is what a lot of supporters are asking.
Come on. Makes no sense.
I never thought I'd say it, but Son should be dropped.
Yes, he should be 100%. 100%.
Yeah,
100%.
He's not played well at all.
Your front
I'd have
three
played Kulu and I'd have played Basuma.
Yeah, 100%.
Your front three should be Richarlison, Kane, and Kulu.
And Kulusevski, absolutely.
Son has to work for it. Son has to work for it. 0
goals in 8 games. It's not good enough.
He's missing some chances as well. He's been missing and missing.
It's like he's got no confidence. He's not even taking men on at the moment. He'll run a little bit and then he'll turn around and pass back or sideways.
I mean, when Kulusevski comes on, your game changes, and that's the thing. I just don't know why he's not starting. You know, and a lot of fans are saying Son needs to be dropped. Yeah, they're not happy with the style of football as well. And I think as well, Chile, you might agree with me, I still think you need a creative player in the middle of the park.
Right, I tell you that when you said
I know, and that's what I'm saying. They should have addressed that. Do you know what I mean?
We should have gone all out for Ericsson.
Yeah.
That's
now Man United.
I was never coming to you lot, bro. I told you that last week. This man gets in the changing room.
You lot come in bringing in flowers and chocolates, singing under his window.
Right. We appealed to the man's better nature, and we said that we have the top scientists for his art reactor. Once that boy in the man chest, curtains, mate.
Iron Man.
Tony Stark settings.
You lot were there with mariachi band under his window, singing to him.
I'm telling you, Chili. But this is the joke, right? We look awful without him. We look awful without him. Whenever he gets subbed, you're like, man, we need Ericsson back on this pitch. So,
do you agree with this? What Jay said? I mean, again, people.
Richarlison started the season on the bench, and then he came on and he played well. Played well, got a start, played well.
Yesterday, he had 2 goals disallowed for offside, but at least he's getting in the areas to score.
You see, with Son, I was hearing that he don't really get a day off, like his father's a military man as well. So if when he goes, when he goes back to Korea, he's doing military stuff rather than just doing light training to stay fit. His old man got him jogging behind the SUV and all them foolishness there.
And his old man's very tough on him as well.
He's burnt out, He's burnt out. And if you guys got any sense, you would give him a month off to go on holiday.
That's what I'm saying. Drop him.
And not South Korea. Like, go on a holiday, whatever. Turkey, Spain, and let him sit on the beach and just get his body back. Because he looks absolutely burnt out, which is mad. That September, the man's going to be burnt out in September. He's not, you have to remember how much fantasy league points this guy was getting people last season. He was killing it. You just don't go from that to that. Something is going on away from football that's messing with his whole body. And they reckon the old man don't let up.
Probably mental. It's probably mental more than physical.
Mentally shocked.
I think. I mean, obviously, Conte is gonna. Seems like he's gonna persist with him because I think in an interview he said, "Look, Son is a world class player." I don't know about that because
I don't know about that. I can't agree with that. Yeah, but he's not world class yet.
Not world class.
He's
Chilling, come on.
He's not. I mean,
hang on. No, I'm not having it. He is wrong. For the last 3 seasons, who's been better than him on that side? Who?
No, world class. So you're telling me that he's better than Mbappe? You're telling me he's better?
I'm not
than
saying
Neymar.
he's better than Mbappe.
Well, that's the world class.
No, you're
level
saying
I'm talking about.
You're doing what all these dumb football fans do. They go Mbappe, Neymar, Messi.
No. Because that's the no.
So hang on, just because that you're talking about the best in the world, I'm talking about world class. That's 2 different things.
For me, being world class, you've got to be.
Put it this way: he would walk into Chelsea tomorrow. He would walk into probably City tomorrow.
Arsenal. We're not
a world class team right now. He wouldn't have walked into Chelsea when we had Eden Hazard and Diego Costa and Willian at the time. Do you know what I mean? Like, we're not a world class team right now.
Did you say Willian?
Absolutely.
Oh, don't talk silly.
Willian in his prime.
No. Willian's never been world class. Son scored more goals last season.
There we go. We go stat padding. Chilly, you go stat padding. Son goes missing for 70 minutes in the game and then pops up with 2 counter-attack goals at the end of the game. That's
what you need to do.
But that's not world class. I wouldn't necessarily call that world class.
You need to watch more of Tottenham, man. The guy's world
class. I'm very fair, but I wouldn't call Son world. I can't look at Son and say, "Are you going to take us out of the gutter?"
Not on his current form.
You can't rely on someone like that.
Quick question, Chili. Would you say Son is Mane levels?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I'm on the fence with that.
You've got to look at the guy, Dave. Seriously.
I don't think he's world class.
Okay. All right. Let me ask a question. Let me ask a question quickly. Yeah. You take Mane out of Liverpool, you see what Liverpool's doing right now.
Yeah.
You take Son out of Tottenham, you think, what's that going to happen? It's going to improve Tottenham.
Do you not see what happened
strengthen.
when he got injured last season or the season before and we couldn't win a game? He's important player.
What, Harry Kane? More so. Yeah, Harry Kane missed how many games
2 seasons ago? You asked Tottenham fans, and we were saying that Son's the most important player.
You take Son out of this Tottenham team, and Tottenham will be all right. I promise you that.
I think that's the problem.
At the moment, but that's what I'm saying. You're saying his form now, the last 8 games. I'm talking about the last 4 or 5 seasons. He would have walked into all of your teams last season. Tell me I'm lying.
Listen, he wouldn't have walked in the team when we won the Champions League. He wouldn't have walked in that team. No chance.
Into what team?
When we won the Champions League, he wouldn't have walked into our team.
I said last season. You didn't win it last season.
Oh yeah, last season we weren't a world-class team. Last season we saw what happened.
Or the season before.
That's when we won the Champions League.
Yeah, we would have got into your team then. Who are you playing on the left?
We were playing a 3-5-2, different system to you guys. He wouldn't have walked into that team, should he?
Yeah, I think he would. I don't think there's a team in the Premiership that he doesn't.
I'll tell you what.
Maybe Man City.
That's for another discussion. We could go on all night. Just quickly, want to touch on the 2 games. Obviously, D, we're in Europa, so first night football and all that.
Oh, listen, Roman, I still got Juventus in Champions League, bro. I ain't gonna play that. I still got Juventus in Champions League, mate.
Just saying, Arsenal, go away to FC Zurich and win 2-1. There was a point where we was drawing, and then we come up and win the game 2-1. And Marquinhos getting the goal on his debut. A lot of people had got him for crying and that. But listen, it's his first goal in Europe. He's only, he's 19. So big up to him in terms of getting that second goal. And obviously, Eddie Nketiah, the number 14, gets the second goal and gets the winner. And Marquinhos, again, gets an assist by setting him up, and we win that game 2-1. As the goal against you guys, D, I think the referee, VAR, I don't know what was going on there. And this is the first time I'm foolishness,
Never a penalty.
How on earth is that? How is that an handball? Did anybody see?
You have to remember, he goes for the block. It hits his thigh.
He's turning away.
Then it hits his arm. So at that speed, your body is already going forward. There's no way you get out the way of that ball. But you know what? It's almost like he was on the backhand there, and he just And you have to remember, we can't hear what VAR are telling him in his ear. He can go to there and start it out and say, penalty. He already made up his mind he wanted to lose that game.
Because he's giving it, he's giving it. And VAR looked at it and basically said, it's a penalty. The man is turned away. It's not like he's gone like that. Yeah. He's not wide. He's turned away. And the ball's ricocheted off his thigh onto his hand.
The way they look at it now, they look at it as
ridiculous.
Does the hand or the touch of the hand change the perception of where the ball would have gone? And I think that's how they're looking at it. Rather than is it intentional or is it actually fair, they're kind of just saying, well, if he doesn't touch it with his hand, which is an illegal thing, does it go to potentially another player and it ends up as a goal?
But it hits him right here, It hits him right here somewhere. It's not like
they're looking at anything below the sleeve, isn't it?
Off his leg, it was a rubbish, man. It was.
It's a tough one to bite. It's a tough thing to bite.
We didn't play well. I'm gonna say that straight. We had a very It was just a mixed bunch, right? But
you started Ronaldo as well, didn't you?
See, so we had nobody holding the ball up, and then we got punked with that penalty. So it was like that's why I say you got to just take that sometimes.
You see these ones here, though, guys. Yeah, VAR is almost like. You have to see it as the 12th man for the other team these days because you just don't know. You just don't know what it's going to do. So what all managers in our top 6 teams, need to be telling our players is don't leave it to VAR for you to win games. Go exactly. Win 3 and 4-0. Go and make it convincing so that when VAR comes in with their nonsense, I know that's hard.
It's not going to matter.
This is now what the best teams will have to do. Go and score plenty of goals and make the scoreline. So if VAR wants to rob us, they can rob us of one because we could afford it. and that's what top teams ought to do. You know, all of us, not just Man United, not just Chelsea. The top 6 teams need to go out with that mentality. You know, that's the only way we're gonna. You know what I mean?
People have been saying, it's not VAR; it's the people that are making decisions based on VAR.
Well, they are saying that VAR is full of non-footballing people.
I gave up on VAR after the pull of the hero Cucurella.
That was crazy. I don't. Till now, I don't know how that's not a red card.
But Chile, this is what they've done. They've set themselves up now for a very mismatch of a season when it comes to VAR, because no one's going to trust it. And then, you know what it does? It kills the game, because every time someone scores and it's going to be marginal, you can't even celebrate. You're all looking to the screen. Oh, yeah, it's killed it. It's killed the whole celebrating a goal and everything. I don't know.
Yeah, I celebrated the other night, and then I had to be like, ooh.
Yeah, exactly. It's
that's what, for me, VAR should only be used for offsides and, probably offsides.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
you don't even need it for cross the ball. They've got ball technology for if the ball cross the line or not.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
I mean, yesterday the goal for Matip. I mean, listen, the ball, because the guy headed it from behind the line, and straight away the referee's pointed to his watch because something's gone off in his watch.
Yeah, that's right.
So, fortunate for Liverpool, they managed to. The watch was the thing that saved them. So,
could I just give it up for the Sporting sub who came on with his first? Nutmeg the defender and then nutmeg the goalkeeper.
Emerson, Listen, I asked you.
How does that happen? How do professionals defenders get nutmegged anyway, and then your goalkeeper as well?
Unbelievable.
Did you hear the Thierry Henry commentary to that goal?
No,
I didn't hear it.
If you have, I'll send you the link, Norms. You will love that. You will love
it. Please. Listen, we are coming to the last. We are coming to the last point, and obviously, as you well know, I've just shared it. Let's hear. Postpone. Yeah,
it's a mad one, isn't it?
It's quite frustrating. Cancellations and fixture pile-ups. I am confused.com, and the reason why I'm not saying this is because just with regards to Arsenal. Now, Arsenal game on tomorrow is being cancelled. Yeah, Chelsea are playing tonight. Yeah, can somebody just explain? You got the Liverpool Chelsea game that's been postponed in terms of the cup, not cup game, in terms of the league game. There's games that are on, and there's some games on. We've got the Brentford game. That's been moved to 12 o'clock on Sunday. You've got obviously the Queen's funeral on the Monday. I'm just a bit. Can anybody just shed in light, because I'm confused.com.
Well, in regards to the northern games, right? This is a policing issue, right?
Yeah.
Now, common sense would say that you put on extra trains, you allow the police to police the football games, and then you send them down to London on the train that they're there for the funeral the following day. Or you just put them on a plane, Norman. It's ridiculous. Because if you look at the pile-up now, most of these games are not going to get played till way deep in next year, especially if you stay in Europe. Because I'm looking at us in October, right? October, we've got Blue Manx, Everton, Newcastle, Tottenham, Chelsea, and West Ham, and then we've got we got 3 Europe Leagues games in between that. You're gonna get.
Well, we've had our game. So the Europa League game now, because that we could have likely have forfeited that game if we couldn't fit it in. Now, what's happened now is the Man City game that was going to be played midweek on the 19th now is being moved. I don't know where it's going to be moved to. We are going to play our Europa home tie against PSV on Thursday the 20th. And then
September.
October. So you can imagine the amount of games now that are going to be crammed in. Do you know what I mean? You've got the World Cup around the corner. Do you know what I mean? You've got the Everton game that we're supposed to play. The games last week, as you can see, we have to fit these games in somehow. Yeah.
And you also have to remember, right, that the Premier League and the police, they grade games. So say like Man United and Leeds is a very toxic game. So they grade it A, and they're saying we don't have the police to police that game. Cancel it, and that's what they're doing. So they're looking at all the ones where the fans' hostility could really mash up the city, and they say, nah. Rather than play the game behind closed doors like they did in the pandemic, they just say cancel it. So, yeah, the whole thing's a circus, mate, honestly.
Yeah, it is. And football always seems to suffer. It always seems to suffer. And
but they postpone the boxing as well, though. Clarissa
I know, but in most cases, football is the one that seems to be the hardest hit.
But no, I mean? if you look at it, the government told the Premier League last season not to cancel the games, and they still went ahead and cancelled the game. So there's an agenda there as well. There has to be. Something is not right there at all. If the government are saying to you, yes, Queen Lizzie has passed, but that's not a reason this weekend to cancel these games. Go ahead with these games. Because you have to remember, right? Football is a working man's sport, right? If Mans is in the trenches all week and that's their only way of blowing off steam is to go to a football match, then you got a man pent up off steam for 2-3 weeks. No one's interested in the England friendly. Who's interested in that?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
The international break, isn't it?
Exactly. So we've got international break. So we won't play again till October in the league after we play tomorrow. So
I think after we play at the weekend, we play Arsenal in October.
October the 1st, isn't it? We play October the 1st.
Yeah,
and then
we've got Blue Max.
We play Liverpool.
Yeah, we got the Blue Max on the 2nd. So we have no football apart from tomorrow night, and then we don't play Manchester Derby.
Well, because your game is cancelled. As I said, our game has been...
two games, Norman. Last weekend and this weekend has been cancelled.
But obviously now this weekend, you've got the Brighton Crystal Palace game postponed. I think that's to do with trains or something like that, what I heard. And on the Sunday, Chelsea Liverpool, massive game. It would have been a massive game that's been postponed. And Manchester United. Huh?
Is it going to be Potter or Klopp celebrating?
Well. That's going to be interesting. It's not going to be.
Dave, man, I've changed your name if he beats Liverpool. No.
No.
That sounds nice.
It's gonna take some.
I'm going to evaluate Potter now. Sorry, God, I love you and leave you.
Man, good to see you, bro.
It's been a pleasure having you on. It's been a pleasure you coming on, triggering cold-free, triggering chili. You know, you do what you have to do.
Back on here, Norman.
Don't leave it. Dave.
You got to filter. When you're gonna have people on the panel, you got to filter them first, man. You can't just let any and anyone.
Well, listen, Dave. Let me say this now. Big up to Dave. Dave is the original OG. He's the original OG. When we started off this podcast, Dave and Kofi are main mans. You know what I mean? But obviously, we've been being in Dubai, enjoying life.
I was going to say you're still out there. I remember when I first come on, you were out there.
That's right. So big up to Dave for coming on. It's probably about 11 o'clock there now.
It is.
You're right. It's 11 o'clock. So he needs to get his beauty sleep, get up and
he's going to watch Chelsea first,
and all of that. But Dave,
you
thanks
get
a lot,
all the
mate.
games out there, Dave. Like the
Yeah. I've got it now, so I'm going to watch it now quickly.
Okay. Wow, Potter's first Premier League, I believe, will be.
We use BN Sports over here, so
that's right.
BN Sport. I do like your two presenters over there as well. Yeah, but Dave, don't leave it too long, mate. Yeah, listen, when you're ready, just let us know when you want to come on. I'm sure you're going to come at Kofi, and I know you will come at Chile as well. So listen, thanks for coming on. We have come to pretty much the end of the show now. We are going to be doing our podcast predictions, WG podcast prediction, and because obviously there's a lot of games, we're on game 6. So what I'm going to do is just, again, you know the rules. I'm not going to bother show you the table because obviously Big D and Mr. Chile are topping the table. With Kofi in 3rd place, I'm in 4th, and as in the Europa League settings right now. So
all right, it's a long season.
It's a long season. So man, you need to get your predictions right. So we have got some games that I'm just going to share with you, and if you just pick a game and you know what you need to do, just pop it in the what's going on chat, please, guys. Please feel free to take part. As you put it in the chat. So I'm just going to tell you the games, and if you pick a game, and Kofi, what I'll have to do is just put it on the thing because he's dropped out again because he's driving. So we've got obviously 12 o'clock. Sorry, let's go to Saturday.
There's Friday games, you know, Noms.
Yeah, the game's on Friday. The game's on Friday.
Friday game. Sorry.
Yeah, 16th. 16th.
Right, I didn't see that. Okay. So on the Friday, you got Aston Villa v Southampton. You've got Nottingham Forest v Fulham. Okay, you just make a mental note of that. Yeah. On the Saturday, you've got Wolves early kickoff against Man City. Newcastle, Bournemouth. Tottenham, Leicester. That's on the Saturday. And then on the Sunday, you've got Brentford, Arsenal, 12 o'clock kickoff. And obviously Man United and Chelsea games are being postponed. So,
and then you got Everton, West Ham as well, Norman.
Everton, West Ham. Yeah, I don't know if there's any Monday. No, there won't be no Monday games. No, Monday. So, guys, if you just like to pick a team, the game, say what your prediction is live, and then please pop it in the chat, and then at least I can make. So this is game week 6. So the reason why it's game week 6, I know it's game week 7, but we missed out the very first game of the season. So we'll do something at the end of it. So Chili, if you want to pick a game.
I was going to have Brentford 2-1 because I hope they stuff you again. But I'm going to go with Newcastle, Bournemouth, 3-1 Newcastle.
Okay, so pop that in the what's going on podcast thing. Guys, feel free, put it in the chat. Chili's gone for 3-1 to Newcastle against Bournemouth. Big D, who are you going to go for?
Goodness, mate, I'm gonna go.
Are you gonna be tactic? You're gonna play tactful now because I know you and Chili are neck and neck right now.
No, I'm gonna go Fulham Forest.
Okay.
I'm gonna go. Wow. 2-1
Fulham away then.
Away to 2-1 Fulham.
All right, 2-1 Fulham.
Yeah,
if you want to stick that in the chat, that will be great.
Sorry, I want to change mine. 3-0 Newcastle.
3-0 Newcastle. Right, fair enough. Yeah, post that in the podcast thing for me, please. And the same with you, D. Ez?
I think I'm gonna go. Dare I regret it? 3-1 Tottenham. They're gonna bounce back.
You're wasting your
No, they're gonna want to bounce back. They're gonna want to bounce back.
I think Tottenham. I think Tottenham will win that game, whether it be 3-1 or not. Leicester are terrible right now. Listen, Leicester are terrible.
How has Rodgers still got a job and Tuchel hasn't? How? Could somebody tell me how?
Leicester standards are different, I guess.
Yeah, no, true. Yeah.
Okay, so you're going Tottenham 3-1, is yeah?
Yeah.
All right, so if you post that, if you haven't done it already, I might have missed it, but if you stick that in the chat, I'm gonna go. Everton, West Ham, or do I go again with Brentford, Arsenal? All right, I'm gonna go Arsenal 2, Brentford 1.
Oh, you're so bored. Pick a different team, man.
All right, then. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm gonna Everton, West Ham. Oh, jeez, that's a tough one.
That is a tough one.
That is a tough one. Everton, West Ham. Yeah.
Gosh, is this?
They've both been a bit inconsistent, haven't they?
Is this got draw written all over it?
Yeah, 1-1 ball draw, mate.
I'm going Everton 1, West Ham 1.
Yes, no.
Yeah, I mean, even if I get the outcome right,
the draw,
it's another point. Yeah, so I'm going Everton 1, West Ham 1, and I will post that in the chat. So guys, put it in the chat.
It's just Kofi then, isn't it? To post one.
Yeah, so Kofi. So once he sees those in there, I think what is left that Kofi can have? Oh, he maybe want to have the Brentford Arsenal game. I'll give him the Brentford Arsenal game.
Yeah, there's still the Man City game, isn't there? Still the Man City game as well.
So Brentford, Arsenal, or Man City. So I'll tell him. I'll give him a call. And let him know, and he can post that.
West Ham Archer a result, man.
And there's still.
Stop making me change my mind, Chili, man. Oh my gosh!
The Villa Southampton.
You know what?
Villa Southampton.
He's made me change my mind. You know, Villa Southampton.
Yeah.
That's hard to call.
With Villa at home, and then you got Wolves at home to Man City.
You know what? No, I'm going West Ham 2-1.
Go on, no, man.
Yeah, Paqueta's in that team, man.
Yeah.
Juventus just scored, bro.
Huh?
Juventus just scored, mate.
Juventus?
Yeah, just scored against
Okay. So I'm
going
West Ham.
They need a win, man.
Yeah,
sorry,
I'm going West Ham 2-1. So basically, Kofi's got a choice of Brentford, Arsenal, or Man City. Man City Wolves, and so I'll give him a call of that. Yeah. But listen, guys, we have come to the end of the show. I'm going to go and watch the Champions League games. I know Man City are playing tonight against Dortmund. Who else is playing? Chelsea are going to be playing Salzburg at home. So we're going to see how my man. I think right now I'm looking at Ez's eyes and he's focused hard.
Yeah,
so
I've got the match on in the background, and
how's it looking? How's it looking?
No, we started well, but I'm a bit concerned. I think Sterling's playing left wing back. I'm not sure what's going on there. I'm not sure what's going on there.
Is it the same team that you've been playing?
He's got Aubameyang and Havertz up top together.
Okay.
So that's but Sterling's playing left wing back, but he's only dropping in. He doesn't seem like he's doing much defending. He's ready for the counter from the looks of it. But we haven't settled. It's only been 4 minutes. So
what's their setup?
So 3-5-2. So the two at the top are Aubameyang, Havertz.
Oh, so 3-5-2. Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's what we should play at the weekend. We should play that with Kane and with Richarlison.
Yeah. Kulu right out wide. And that would be nice.
Drop Son. Unfortunately, you'd have to drop Son.
No, drop Son, and I would play either Perisic or Sessegnon, but definitely 3-5-2.
Yeah. But listen, guys, thank you so much. Guys in the chat, thank you for your interaction. Diego, Jay, Craig, Junior. Yeah, big up to all of you. Potter only made 3 changes, I think. But it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for it. Please hit the like button, subscribe, and share if you're new. And we will see you on the next What's Going On podcast. Take care and God bless you.
And Son as well.